With Ireland in action away to England this weekend, Leinster coach Matt O'Connor was forced to make wholesale changes for the trip to Cardiff. Richardt Strauss and Luke Fitzgerald returned to the side after recent injuries. There was also a first ever start for Irish under-20 international Jack Conan at number 8. Blues went into the game with just one win from their last 7 Pro 12 encounters and with 7 changes from the team that suffered defeat at home to Glasgow in their previous game. Coach Phil Davies' hands severely tied with so many on international duty and on the injured list. Cardiff had conceded more points than any other side in the Pro 12 this season, 355 in total, and were immediately under pressure as they struggled to cope with the strength of the Leinster pack. Conan managed to collect and dive towards the line for what would be his debut try. It depended on the decision of the TMO after match referee Andrew McMenemy referred the decision to him. The good news for Leinster, and particularly Conan, is that the score was deemed good and the visitors had an early lead. Jimmy Gopperth converted to put Leinster 7-0 up after 5 minutes.
You may award the try.
Thank you.
I'm already looking forward to Conan's first appearance for the Barbarians. It was one-way traffic early on and Leinster added to their lead in the 18th minute when, from an attacking position, they spread the ball wide through Kirchner and Fitzgerald before hooker Strauss dived over in the corner. Strauss not quite waltzing over the line, but it was an effective finish from the man from Pretoria. And when Gopperth converted, Leinster had a comfortable looking 14-0 lead inside the first quarter of the match. However, it didn't take long for the home side to get back into the game, and most of the credit for this score has to go to out-half Gareth Davies. The number 10's excellent footwork left the defence flat-footed, and his speed was enough to get him away and over the line for the opening score of the night for the home side. Perhaps one or two of the tackles looked a little half-hearted, but wonderful play nevertheless from the man from Caerphilly for a superb try. He converted his own score to bring it back to 14-7. At the other end, a Gopperth penalty put Leinster 17-7 ahead 28 minutes in. Then 5 minutes before the break, with Leinster second row Tom Denton in the sin bin, the home side put on the pressure, and as they mauled their way over the line, it was number 2, Kristian Dacey, who got the ball down. Dacey now remarkably joint second highest try scorer in the league with 5 after this one. This one perhaps not quite as flamboyant as some of his others, but they all count, and although Davies missed the conversion, Blues were now back to within 5 points of Leinster, 12-17, as the half-time whistle blew. Soon after the resumption, Davies and Gopperth swapped penalties for 15-20. Then the visitors struck a decisive blow when Rhys Williams made the hard yards, with Blues players struggling to stop him. And from close range, Michael Bent bustled his way over the line for Leinster's 3rd try of the night. There was little Cardiff could do to prevent the loosehead from getting over the line for his first Pro 12 try for 27-15. The bonus point was gained soon after when Owen Reddan picked up at the bottom of the ruck and showed his class with a lovely dummy and dash over the line for a simple score. Good awareness from Reddan. Scott Andrews could be in hot water for throwing a punch in Jack O'Connell's direction as Reddan ran in. Whether the Cardiff tight head connected with the Leinster man is unsure, but it was a moment of ill discipline from the Welsh international. Leinster 34-15 ahead now. But Blues showed spirit and resolve to mount an attack at the other end as the crowd of over 5,000 at the Arms Park cheered them on. Davies did wonderfully well before offloading to Dan Fish, who evaded a weak tackle before running in for the try. Fish signed a contract extension with Blues this week and he celebrated with that try. Leinster unable to catch this Fish. Davies converted, and with 62 minutes gone, it was Blues 22, Leinster 34. And that's how it finished. Blues now with just one win in their last 15 encounters with Leinster. Matt O'Connor's side go back to the top of the table with this win. Blues, who went into this game with 22 players unavailable, will be hoping to turn things around against Zebre next weekend. Final score at the Arms Park, Cardiff Blues 22, Leinster 34.